Music is called soul stirring for a good reason. And when it's a dusky, open air setting in spring, and it's a Sarod recital by none other than Ustad Amjad Ali Khan and Sons, the effect is sublime. The Kala Ghoda festival has a fabulous and rather eclectic lineup of musicians over its 9 days. The Cross Maidan is the hub of all music and dance performances, even book launches. This year, for the first time, the festival was inaugurated by the Honorable Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Shri Devendra Fadnavis.
मुंबई में बसने वाले हर प्रकार के व्यक्ति का अपना फेस्टिवल ये काला घोड़ा फेस्टिवल है और इसलिए आपका मैं बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन करता हूँ.
Ustad Amjad Ali Khan is one of India's finest musicians and a person I greatly admire, and my excitement is evident in this conversation.
I first saw you, sir, when I was in 8th standard in my school, Springdales. And from that day, I was telling your wife that I fell in love with you, with the way you conducted yourself, with your music, with your demeanor. It is just so amazing to have someone have those kind of values and strength in this day and age. Tell us a little more about your legacy.
In our way of life, we say, Swar hi Ishwar hai. So Swar, the music has connected the world, and if we like each other, if you admire my performance or Amanian's performance, basically it's the sound which connects. In our family, planning was not allowed. Just plan music, plan rhythm, plan your practice hours. But what will happen tomorrow, that was not allowed to think. So I'm very happy and honored to be part of this Kala Ghoda. And it's a beautiful festival. This is my first year that we all three of us are playing together. People are very worried in our country. लोग क्या कहेंगे? So everybody, एक हिंदी का अल्फाज है भीड़ चाल, एक लाइन लगी हुई है. Everybody is in the queue, whether it is religion, whether it is classical music. I was never part of the queue. My father often told me that whatever he thought he did, and he encouraged me and gave that freedom. He always said, "Beta, आप जो ठीक समझो वो आप करना." So whatever you think is right, you must always do it.
And so the family legacy continues, with Aman and Ayan having created their own niche in the field of classical music. Here are excerpts from an interview with Ayan Ali Khan.
I'm here with an extremely talented and prodigal musician, Ayan Ali Khan. Hello, Ayan.
Hi.
How old were you when you held the sarod in your hand for the first time?
It was part of my DNA as I was a it was just around me, So we had a baby sarod made, and as I grew older, the sarod kept becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's how it was. I did come to a point in life and I thought that am I doing the right thing? Because end of the day, any creative field, you don't know whether you're going to make it or not. You have to just wear blinkers and just put in all that you have and just hope for some blessing, some light, some power up there to guide you through.
For me, you and your brother are both icons of the contemporary Indian classical music scenario. But you have steered clear of the more popular sort of Bollywood. How difficult has that been? No?
We've done our share of collaborations, experimental projects. But again, I mean, we've always kept a balance. I mean, I don't want to be known as an experimental musician. I want to be known as an Indian classical musician. That is who I am. And that is what gives me comfort to sleep at night.
Okay, Ayan, I feel that in India, in terms of sensitizing youth and children to our heritage and to Indian classical music, not enough is done. If you had something to say to the parents, what would it be?
Just encourage the children at the right age. Because kids, I think music definitely has a positive effect on children. I think if every individual in this world knows some art form, in whatever way, even if it's just as a hobby, I think you end up becoming a more balanced and a more grounded human being.
Coming to a slightly lighter question about your sartorial choices, are there any favorite designers?
I mean, the kurtas I wear on stage, it's all by, I mean, my mother's been doing it for my father all these years, and I mean, she continues to do it for us. There's Rohit Rahul, there's Nikhil Shantanu, there's so many.
How many hours of riyaz do you put in every day, even now?
That's a secret now.
Come on.
I mean, see, Riyaz or practice, whatever you want to call it, it's a very personal journey. So you need to know what you need to work on, how much you want to work on what.
On the next weekend of Kala Ghoda Festival, I went for another musical performance, which couldn't have been more dramatically different from the first one. This was Veer Das's rock band, Alien Chutney, a wholesome entertainment package, a great blend of comedy, parody, music and dance. But it mustn't be easy making people laugh. So I asked Veer,
What's your strategy when you're really genuinely not feeling funny?
I mean, I'm pretty regular off stage. I'm not always on cracking jokes. I think you have to listen to the audience. A lot of times when you're not feeling funny, the audience can make you feel funny. So yeah.
And now with you like donning all these hats of acting in comedy films, stand-up comedy, and now with this Alien Chutney band, what do you feel comes closest to your heart?
I like Alien Chutney, to be honest, because comedy, there's huge expectations. With films, a lot is in your control, a lot is not in your control. But with the band, there's zero expectations. They expect us to suck. So when we suck, we meet expectations. When we don't suck, we exceed expectations. So yeah.
So I was just going to ask you that this kind of music won't be taken seriously and you're still, investing so much into it. So it's basically for people to have fun.
It's basically, yeah. I mean, you can hear sophisticated music anywhere. But this is the pace of a comedy show, but with good music. So yeah.
Who's your comedy idol, Veer?
Eddie Izzard and Woody Allen are my two. Yeah. And in India, Johnny Lever, Anupam Kher.
This is going to be my first Alien Chutney performance. Looking forward to it.
Now if you play cat and mouse, yeah, at a chattar, poor farmhouse, yeah, with Italian rugs and French decor, specially ordered for Parmita Kaur, American accent that makes her cool, got while studying at British school, Gunda ex-boyfriend's Haryanvi pics, waiting to kill you with hockey sticks if she looks like a dream. And your ultimate wish. Then she opens her mouth and speaks the English.
this man is seriously funny. Do watch more action from this year's Kala Ghoda Festival in the next episode of Bombay Unbounded.
And she